So it's the morning of, must be the 2nd of April now. Right, so it's quarter 8, 2nd of April. This is my first session on the Syndicate this season, and there's only 4 weeks left of the ticket. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rubbish year for the Syndicate, to be honest. I've just not been able to get down here. Cut a long story short, life basically got in the way. I've recently, about 6 months ago, I changed jobs. Previous to that, I was a courier, and I had my own lease van. I was a self-employed courier, and I ended up losing my contract, and had to find another job. And basically since then, I've been pretty into the job, trying to get sorted. I've actually been offered another position within the same company, and I'm starting that on Monday. So which is good. This is a massive pay increase. Also gives me a bit more flexibility with my fishing, which is also important. So should see me on the bank a lot more, hopefully. But I just haven't had a chance to come here. The van I was using when I was a courier was too big to come down the paths. It's sort of a lot of off-road track, about a mile of track off the road, and it's pretty narrow, pretty overgrown, and it was scratching the van. And I had a brand new 14 plate Sprinter, and it was just ruining it. So I couldn't really risk bringing it down here anymore. So I had to kind of give up on it, really. So unfortunately, I've not really been in this season. But because I've only got a few weeks left of the season now, I thought I could try and get in a couple of nights at least before the end, and maybe try and bang myself 8 fish. And there was a guy in here with his lad, just doing a day. Again, he said he hadn't fished that much, don't get to go out a lot. He's only been on there about 5 times this year. But he'd had a couple of fish previously. And then after my lap of the lake, I come back, and just as I pretty much got opposite this swim, I seen him, I heard his alarm go, and he jumped up and started playing that fish, come round, and he had a nice low 20, so obviously he was pretty happy with that. So I took a few photos and that, had a little look at it. It's a real nice solid fish, and yeah, I thought, wow, there's clearly some fish out here then. So apparently the night before, one of the other guys had said he'd heard a few fish crash out over the back of the island. There's like a little island out there, so there must have been a few fish around this area. So I decided to drop in after him. He said he was going about 4. So a lot of people tend to use chods and stuff because of the sort of nature of the weed on the bottom, which I have done previously. I fancy doing something a bit different, so I basically use my standard sort of rigs, but all I've done is lengthen them. So I'm using about 18-inch hook lengths with little balanced pop-ups, and just so that they balance really lightly, so they just sort of drop down and settle on top of the weed. I'm just using leg clips with drop off leads, because there's a bit of weed and there's an island I'm fishing out to, and I don't want them to go and catch up on that. So I'm fishing in with a drop off style. I'm basically fishing across to the no fishing bank, and I just put a couple of handfuls of boilies, a couple of handfuls of pellets, a couple of handfuls of maggots. Just sort of spread it around the general area of the 3 rods. The idea is that if there's any fish around, they'll have a little graze, and hopefully nail one in the update. So not much else to report really. Coffee's alright. Oh, and I broke my tripod. Yeah, I broke my tripod, so I'm now using a Fox bucket pyramid, pretty much, as a tripod. There's my Fox tripod stand, because I've broken my tripod. Then again, it still does the same thing. Might not be as flexible in how you can position the camera, but at least I can prop the camera on it. Anyway, we'll show you the swim. Right, so there's the rods. So I'm into the swim. I'm fishing out to the back of the island over here. That's the outflow there. It drops down into the other lake, but there's fish tend to be around that area. They love that back of the island there. But I just got 3 baits out over there. All krill pop-ups, different colours, white, pink and sort of the brown, sort of standard krill colour. Just got them out there. Long hook links, using sort of 18-inch hook links with little simple pop-ups, knotless knotted. I've just got them balanced out so they drop softly over the sort of weed. It's not too thick, the weed, it's only about a foot or a foot and a half, I think. And the leg clips just drop down into the weed, and then the longer hook length allows the hook bait to settle on top. Something I tend to use a bit more now instead of chods, because people use chods all the time, so I tend to try and use something a bit different if I can. There's the old scopes and Shimano's, waiting for one of them to blast into life. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's been a bit unproductive so far, but does look reasonably good for a bite, if I'm honest. Seeing as that guy had a fish out of here yesterday, I'm mildly confident that something might happen. I'm not going to be staying all day, I don't think. I'm probably going to pack up midday-ish maybe. I won't mind getting back and doing a few things, and to be honest, I might even pop up my local lake for a few hours to get a bite. I brought a bit of bait with me as well, because I wasn't too sure, sort of tactics wise, what I was going to be doing. And I might stick that in a local lake or a local venue. Not really worth me putting it in here, to be honest, because I don't think the fish are really feeding that heavily, and I'm only going to be sort of doing 1 or 2 little sessions before the end of the season, so it's not worth me actually putting in too much feed or anything, because I think before the end of the session they're not really going to be getting on it big time. So, but anyway, there we go. That's about it. Not much else really to tell you. Other than, let's have a look at my new Barrow. Ooh, what have I got? That's right, that's a Fox Explorer. Awesome bit of kit, this. I had it for a while, I haven't used it. I've got a massive thing about not using a Barrow and trying to travel as light as I can, carrying my gear. Until I did a night on Silverlands a few weeks back for a social, and carried my gear and ended up going all the way to the bottom of the lake, and then thought, why the hell didn't I bring my Barrow? There's something about travelling light and carrying your gear, but then the practical side of actually carrying all your gear, bit of bait, all that sort of stuff, food and water. I mean, to be fair, when you got a little compact barrow like that, you're pretty stupid to carry it, to be fair. But I won't be doing that from now on. I've actually changed my approach for this session. I haven't got my scope bag. I've left all that at home, and I've put most of my gear in the pouches. You get these pouches for the Barrow. You can put 4 of these in there, or you can put like 2 of these and one of the big ones in the actual Barrow bag, which you can open on the side here. So when you've got it loaded, you can actually open the bottom of the bag and slide them out and access your gear without actually needing to unload the Barrow. So it's really fast fishing, so it allows you to fish a lot more practically. But same with these, the water carriers. They've got zips on the side, so you can obviously put the water, load it in the top when you're setting the Barrow up. But then when you get here, if you want to get the water out and have a drink, you can just undo the side and slide it out. I actually use this one for just bits and bobs. I've got like some flavour and scissors and hook length rig board in there. Just because when I got here, I didn't have to unload it. I could just take it out of there instead. And on the front, I just had the 2 buckets. But you can get a little Barrow bag to go on the front, which might be quite handy. But yeah, it's a good little bit of kit. But I've only got 2 of these. I need 2 more really, so that I can pack all my stuff in there. So at the moment I haven't got it all in the bags, and you take the cover the bags out and all the other stuff just falls down. So it's not as practical at the moment, but once I get 2 more of those bags, it should be good.